back like we never left again. Motivational Maniac Season 6, Episode 2 coming right your way. Obviously, the most important thing is that we get this horse back on the saddle. As you can see, I'm around chaos, but the most important thing is that you keep a sane mind to whatever's happening. My three best friends in one place, and we get to do history again. We recorded this beautiful episode just a few days ago, and it just reignited what I also started in the first place, that no man is an island. I'm not great alone. I need these great individuals as well who I can learn and also devour from. Thank you for your presence, and may God keep you. Yeah, we are back again. The Motivational Maniac. Yours truly. Igama kufunekanga noba mayizichaze. What an amazing one. Where do I even start, man? I'm in the presence of greatness. The greatness in me greets the greatness in you. We continue season 6, and we are live in the flesh. Opportunity had really beckoned. I didn't realize how much I actually missed this until I actually had to do it. I'm with the circle of accountability. I got my three best friends in my presence, man. And I'm grateful. Start taking time and actually be grateful for those who matter most. You are not where you are just by yourself. Look to your left, look to your right, and see that everyone has a part to play. I'm not great alone. Where do I even begin? It begins with Lubabalo and Msipa and the amount of gratitude and grace that he actually showed me. He was like, my G, you are capable of much more than what you're doing now. There are instances where you might not find me there. I might not be in sight. But do not forget, wherever you go, that you are great. You are that person who has to actually break us apart so he can build us up again. Don't take this gift for granted. But let's not forget, I'm human too as well. I go through experiences. I go through hardship as well. But that hardship actually prepares me for everything that I had wanted. Seeing this dream manifest, and season 6, man. Shout out to the man behind the camera, Sungula Sitekiana, who continues to plow and do what he does best. Thank you for instilling hope. Yeah. So, to my right is Lubabalo and Msipa, who I love and appreciate so much.
What's up, guys?
What's up, man? I actually don't know where to start, my G. First of all, I'm actually glad that I do find myself in a position where when I go through hardship, I actually think about the most calm person in my life. If they were placed in that situation, what would they actually do? And I think from the time I actually had to do like that turnaround, because I was faced with failure. But then the other decision I was faced with was I gonna let this failure define me? As I just said off camera with Chad, I spoke to someone older than me, and that person at that point wanted to be like a judge. And my answer to them was, I did not quit, I just failed. Failing is when you stop. You become a failure, when you only stop. So how can a quitter tell you about, hey, nigga, you failed? Like, I'm not the first. I'm not going to be the last. But during that time, Lubabalo and Msipa was the only person who actually lent out his hand. Like, my G, turn the corner.
The stage is yours.
The stage is actually yours. This tunnel that I know exists in you, it's that opportunity for him to actually come. Because he only comes when I take responsibility. Y'all don't elect me RCL and junior prefect if I'm catching on shit. Mm-hmm. And Nani, dog, the thing that I loved about our circle of accountability, that's why I'm looking for Smusi Samposel. I want to have a conversation with that G, man. Fair to that the positive enforcement that he instilled in me during that time, bruh. Because my confidence was all girls.
Yeah. But I feel like we were all stuck on that high school era back then.
forgetting what we get to be old.
Yeah, forgetting like how old we are, and that shit is not gonna last there like for too long. Okay, what I mean?
Yeah, we.
Back in the days, it was all about just like experimenting, but at the same time we were young and dumb at the same time. Yeah, bro. Though we were still in high school because we used to like have topics, especially about women.
We love those
unnecessary
topics,
shit, like unnecessary shit for getting like our purpose at school too. Get what I mean? But yeah, as friends, we saw like a different person fair to then about what you were doing back then because the teachers told us about you. Yeah, one even like what you call vice principal. Yeah, well, Naval told us about you, fit, and we could see if you were like yeah, but coming from what you're saying, and when people like throw words at you like you also failed, that's coming from a quitter, dog. Quitters are too good to discover in this failure than in this basai. Because their vision is on one thing. It's on quitting. Like quitting. They don't see the other side of someone's trial. You get what I mean?
Like say even the best
even exactly
to them as well,
even to them.
It was so hard for you to that was the last thing. I want to reenact a story that I've told Sungula, the videographer, about what I actually went through to high school. That through people that were like Abanben Batimbile, like Amakholwa. I make an example about Cindy, bruh. Cindy didn't know anything about Naka. She just heard from people and yabo, she was impressed and she never got to know Utando. The only thing I ubonela Thando failile. So she doesn't come with solutions. All she does is questions. I'm trying to turn the corner. And when are you trying to find out where it actually comes from? And I actually felt like it came from a place of defeat and not from helping. So now, even at that time, I had a choice to be like, except I'm going to mute this energy out and be more like in tune with like, what would the best version of myself actually look like? Not the person that Bendis Bonanai, because I had to see myself out of high school, out of Yongelendo that was happening at that time.
Because you're not going to be there for a long time.
Gee.
Yeah.
As hard as that was, man, Maniacs, I think fundamentally it took a lot for me to embrace where I came from. Because, to be honest, I was ashamed, bro.
Of where you came from?
Of where I came from, dog. My mama. Yeah, boy, I was ashamed of my dad. Him not even being in my life, dog. Like as a male, later in life, you start to see how significant that is, that male role model, but not just any male role model, your pops. He's supposed to be your first hero as a male child.
Facts, yeah.
And the things that like we are suffering now in the world, bro.
Like everyone else, yeah.
I'm like, except my dad was actually supposed to prepare me for this, but we have to think about land of this world we live in that makes us, divorce your feelings. As a man, you have to be emotionless. We are beings of feeling as well.
Stereotypical, bro. Because you want to be a human without emotion. Well, where's life gonna put you going? Like, where are you going? Because we all have feelings in life for a reason, dog. That feeling is a way of communicating now to make better decisions. That's why we all go into feelings. Get what I mean? So yeah, to that whole thing of niggas not having feelings, they're gonna stay strong. Because it's just something that,
and it's a gimmick that's been sold. It's
been crushing like a lot of niggas.
Fair to ignore the ability to actually divorce reality, and instead of making you stronger as a man, it diminishes your power. It diminishes your power as well. But like it's because why? At the end of the day, if we don't take our mental health seriously as men, then the GPV.
It comes with those.
Yeah, but those are also one of the repercussions of that, bro. And I was like, nah, I don't want to go through the same thing that my pops went through.
And we shouldn't repeat what our fathers did too, bro.
Your feet, it's hurting even till this day, my G.
Nah, I feel like we shouldn't like even repeat I say this shit out loud. Let's not repeat what our fathers did to us. Type of shit, like for real, bro.
I make it sound easy, but it's not.
It's never easy, fit. Yeah, their mistakes made us like better people. we discovered ourselves, Yabona, because in whatever environment, like in any environment we grew up in, we ended up knowing and meeting people like us, like friends, showing the way. That's kind of like we're in a similar situation, but worse, Yabon. And life to step in a weird way because in life, bro, you grow up, nah? As much as you are growing up, you grow up to like meet people, Yabona. And if you think in life you're drowning in your problems, where the universe will actually make you meet people who are in a worse situation than you in. Like, yeah, you get what I mean?
Yeah, and actually,
and those people are your friends because your friends will tell you about, yo, I went through this and I went through that. Knowing about when maybe in a 2-month period, you haven't gone through shit. You get what I mean? So as a human, to now, you gotta tap into yourself to a point where it's like, yeah, you're in this shit. Embrace that shit. It will make you a better person, bro. You get what I mean?
Yeah, these are my
any
thoughts
shit,
in 2012 as well.
Like, bro, any shit you go through in life, you gotta embrace it because when you go through that shit, you need that for those are like your nutritions, the ingredients are they're gonna stick in your bone. So that when you feel like quitting, then you mean your bones will shake. By nigga, remember. It was like this back then.
It's what I always say.
You get what I mean?
When you wanna quit, then your training kicks in.
Yeah, bro.
So all that work you've been doing, like I remind Songs, what we are doing always has an impact on what the outcome will be in the future. No thing that you are doing now has no significance on how tomorrow will look. So shout out to you for creating that channel and also inspiring me. Like say YouTube exists. It's a world there waiting for you to actually show. Like say you can actually cut out the middleman, dog.
Nice.
Bhongoletu, bro, is a person I met via Lubabalo. Lubabalo gave me another person who actually is like him as well.
Yes.
B-Man.
I'll let you meet that idiot.
Yeah. B-Man is the one that started season 3, bro.
I know. I remember.
And fair to the nervousness we had when we were like, are we actually doing this, bro?
It's just camera, man.
And those feelings, bro. And I'm like, and look at where we are right now.
Actually, listen, bro.
And shout out to you for the number. I see the numbers.
Yeah,
I see the numbers. I'm like, what, Keith? The next day they were like 100 and something. I was like, okay.
Bro, I'm not alone in this.
I know, dog, but fair to, I mean, the consistency in Jayam. Like, the consistency in Jayam, the energy, like you're too persistent, and I fuck with it. One. Because every morning I remember I used to wake up, like, get a post, like a notification from Facebook. Like on WhatsApp. Then I'm like, that nigga's there. I know it's him, yeah, bro. But yeah, fair to shout out to that because to be honest with you, fair to not fair to we're taking from what you're doing. Because we see like it's actually possible.
Yeah, do you know how big that is, bro? Fair to my heart is like fair to.
That's why we're also pushing Natifit as like upcoming artists and
like say it's the same.
We're having fun, bro.
It's actually like the same energy that I have towards y'all. I'm like, fuck, these niggas are up in their game, man.
Niggas are up in the game, yeah. Illustrations, drawings and shit, bro. Niggas are up in the game. Every time.
Yeah, it feels like child's play.
Because even with the Bhongo, dog, I remember there was a period where I was literally away from my art up until I met him again. Because when I met that nigga again, I went back to my art. Like, yo, this nigga was drawing every day. I couldn't conversate up on for 2 hours. That shit is impossible. This nigga's always with a pen, a cookie, and a page. I'll be like, yo, dude, did you hear what I did you hear what I said? Huh? Yeah, bro. So back then, now I'm the proper. You know what? Fuck it. I know what this friendship is about. Let me not try to be that potato in the potato bag. Yeah, bro. So I went on. I'm started illustrating, buying papers, stealing papers from him, sketching. And doing all
and you were getting his attention.
I was getting his attention to any person that's close to Bhongo is an artist, dog. That's his magnet in life.
But I said like a whole lot of things started to make sense.
Yeah.
And Bhongo started having those conversations with me about, yo, Tando, bro, you're like the sunshine, dog. I'm like, yo, Bhongoletu, this is like likewise. I think this is what friendship and brotherhood is actually supposed to be about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no jealousy, there's no competition, but admiration and complementation, because I never came into your life and started to tell you become this kind of person because and I love the fact that y'all embraced me for being this weird ass, bruh. You were the nigga that's calling me a nerd in high school, bruh. And I was like, say,
Nah, he was.
no, it's he made calling me a nerd actually look cool, bro.
Yeah, bro. We were cool back then, bro. We had nothing. We were weird, but we were cool. Yeah, we were weird, but we were cool.
Bro,
we were weird and cool.
Quick sense that when we're going out at school, we busy to looking at cars.
Yeah.
And then when you guys left school, we had started to be cool.
Exactly.
Yo, shit.
It started to look cause me, you, and Josh and them.
yo, fair to except all these pathways, if it and all these beautiful people that we actually get to meet, fair to. Yeah, this is so beautiful, fair to, man.
It's glad, bro. It's that journey, and it continues. Just the fact that we're here today talking about it, it continues, bro, and it's gonna go far, bro. Because the thing is, we're always pouring into each other's cups. That's why. That's the dopest thing about friendship. Friendship's supposed to be about that, not the other way around. Bro.
Yeah, man, this is so dope, man. I want this, man. I feel like mom is smiling over me, man. Now sometimes, dog, I actually want to give up. That's why I wrote. Remember that post I wrote, bro? I'm like, say, mama, I keep seeing you, but I want to give up, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I remember, hey, this woman, she went even worse things. And she couldn't even have a sit down, Naman Kazel, but you know, this kind of pain, this is what you're going to get. But I can relate to even the last conversation I had now. I was asking her about marriage. Did she want to have the relationship with my dad? And I found that my mom made a lot of sacrifices for us because we were there. I never felt at any moment that my mom gave birth to us and things went wrong for her. She had success and now our father left. Yeah, boy, he became what he became and all of those things. She never gave us that instinct by you are not loved. Look at the move that she made, bro. For say, I'm taking you out of the hood school and I'm taking you whiskey so that you can go and learn English. We don't have the financial means.
Yeah.
My dad is there, but she's the one making the moves.
Yeah, bro. Like how moms helped us, guys. Yo. Like how moms helped us, bro. Like we speak this way because of their effort.
Bro!
Like we talk this way, we think this way because of them. They contributed to how we think, how we work, how we do things. They contributed, dog. Because they wanted us to be like there. Yeah, because they know what they went through. They pushed so much to a point where it's like they wanted your life to be like on that hierarchy, papi. Yeah, so shout out to them because it really contributed, dog.
And they did their best, bro.
They did their best, dog. Like, I'm not sad of what my parents did, bro. Like, I'm not ashamed at all, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not ashamed at all, because they tried, dog.
Yo, dog, I was having a conversation, man, just earlier in the week, man, with a parent here, I was like, I feel so guilty sometimes for judging my mom, because being I has in Nix,
nah, it was still
like the pillars, and like the hard work that she actually had to endure so that we get to be in this place, dog. We take that for granted. That's why I don't like when people take their moms for granted, because the blessings that come from a mother, dog, that's bigger than anything. When your mom says yes, dog, like because you got your mama's blessing. There's someone fitting that can who are actually looking out for them when they're nothing. They have a job now. Because as a blessings, we are seeing that because we are fighting a spiritual battle
especially today. Yo.
To make sure success is entitled to them. It's devious energy, and as people that love good intention, be aware when I chat by the people want to destroy, bro. We live in that world. Either you're a builder or you're a destroyer, bro.
That's bad, bro. And it's being like that, bro. It's being like that.
The association, I actually don't take it lightly at all. Because even at one point, I become who I'm around, man.
You
You
are
take
who you hang
traits
out
zaba
with.
bantu ufethu uhlala nabo most of the time.
You are who you hang out with, bro. Gotta know
Sure.
that for sure. Whoever you hang out with, that's you. Yeah, bro.
Yo, B-man, that thing of running from jealousy, I had to do that, bro. You can't build around jealousy, maniacs. Stop kidding yourself. Watch who you are around when you are on your pathway to greatness. Some people, success yako, it's gonna be igniting jealousy in them. See it. Look at people's faces when you tell them good news, bruh.
Take that reaction.
You can literally look in their hearts and see, but it breaks.
Take that reaction. Listen, you have to watch that reaction when you tell someone you've just achieved something. You have to watch that reaction, bro, because that's them talking there. Yeah, that's them talking there. Bro. Gotta be careful with that shit. Because we first impressions of human beings, bro. That's their truth there, bro. That's their honest opinion there. You know, when you give someone like that first reaction of those good news about you,
Yeah.
you become
Like,
how why you, bro? Why did you get it? You know, it's been something that's been happening, like
as blockades of niggas pilegozo, bruh. Yo. Dog, it's like my mom was preparing me for the world before the world actually began. She was like, this is but I know about they're gonna be tests.
Mm-hmm.
And as test is this is like determination who you actually are. And I was like, that is actually gonna be seen in that
they all come from your family member and then your friends.
Why does betrayal come from those we know most, bruh? Have you noticed that betrayal will never come from someone who doesn't know nothing about you? Is that motherfucker watching your moves every day?
People that got your blueprint.
His resentment is growing every day.
Whoever has a blueprint will fucking hate. Blueprint is people that got your blueprint, bro. They know your ins and outs, they know your weakness. They're gonna do it. Yeah, bro. They're gonna do it, they're gonna throw shade, bro. It's test.
That is when you see by as people, we are actually mirrors, man. That person wasn't talking to me. It just so happened with that. Then man, and then the Monisa, they were talking to themselves. But oh, you think you're this nigga.
That's deep.
Oh, who do you think you are? Oh, we're like, okay. I'm a moving vehicle.
Telling you in the street.
So a dog doesn't bark at a steel vehicle. It's moving. That's why. We're like, accept. My mirror is good, bro. And then I thanked him. Thank you for showing you yourself.
He was exposing himself. Yeah, he was exposing himself. He was exposed of it. Like, literally, though. He was exposing himself.
So, yeah, songs, what we do actually gets to people, bro.
But yeah, to go back to that topic of how we met.
Yeah.
So, shit, I think that's COVID.
Yeah. Oh, shit, we did.
I never got the grips of how you guys actually met. Because
we met during COVID. Was it 2019? 2018.
But I think that's Pumeso to college.
Yeah. That's Pumeso to.
Yeah, so Pume college. It was COVID, but I think we spent a lot of time together
during COVID. Yeah.
Oh, that's when the bond.
Yeah, that's when the bond started kicking in, like during night sessions and shit.
Yeah, so I spent my art session singer.
Yo, we're pulling all nighters.
We're pulling all nighters so much.
Yeah, we
were drawing, like cooking. Doing all the weird shit. We were cooking, drawing.
Really, dog. I felt so wanted. There was a point where I felt like I had to please. But then when I got to be around people that actually, like, chill, dog. Be you. Like, they don't expect me.
No.
Like, we know what you're about, kid. Yeah. And so on. And then they embrace that. And I think that's also partly why a relationship, sparked. So, yeah.
So, but what people don't actually know, like, we actually working on art.
It's not like we're selling drugs.
Like, we're not selling drugs.
You see, coming back from that hardship thing, that was our hardship, Nepal. It was either we focus on the negative or we stop. Yeah, because people saw us, they wanted us to quit. The failures wanted us to quit. Get what I mean? So it was that shit.
And what was fun, I think that I was finishing my 2D animation course before school. So after that, because I think my mom left Cape Town in 2018, man. I think 2018. And then, okay, at least I had like money coming in because been phoned.
Oh, yeah.
So like after that,
Was about
but
that
fortunately, and I got enough money internship. And then come back real. But friendship, like it started to grow through art, and in between that, we've had disagreements, but we've resolved them. I think.
That's a doubt. I'm so glad I'm actually around Abanda Banji. I feel I can not look at conflict as something of gone by. Yo, bro, you did me bad. And also the admiration, because I could have been like, if Nyani, I was that person, was like up in people's business. I could have been like being an instigator and but you see, I let the universe do its work, because y'all were supposed to actually work it out without even my interference. At one point, because andiyazi how y'all met.
Exactly, yeah.
People don't understand that. Oh, yazi into edibanisa abantu fethu, because bazophinda badibane pha kuthiwa nansi alakaka. Hey, city A, B, and C, because we live with those kind of people. But
critics, we live with the critics, bro.
Yo, dog.
In the hood, everywhere, it's just critics. Critics, my nigga. And it's funny that they don't even show you that they're watching you. You just know that they're watching you.
I was so surprised the amount of people that watch our podcast, bro. I was like, yay!
Yes. Have you seen how many plays you have? And have you seen how many likes and shares? So you have John, I think money like 1K in those views.
What?
But me likes busy 16 or something. I'm not complaining that, like, I appreciate your art.
Oh shit, on that thing. Was it the diamond? Yeah, I saw, yeah.
Yeah, tell me. I appreciate your art. I don't do it for your likes.
Let's go.
Let's go. The appeal.
Let's go.
So I appreciate you, 16 beautiful people.
Yeah. I want of them, my nigga. I'm definitely one of them.
React to my shit. But yeah, except we kept at it. It's busy art, and we're still busy with it, bro. But I appreciate how now we are able to sense each other's energies by our church. He's busy with something, okay? And he can only say, Bhongo, he's going through something. Let me like, one, next. That's a screen by your dog.
We chill up.
And yeah, man, that's how it is. And in the about the energy, you busy your way up, Chad busy your way up. Nam the busy way, Musung's busy way, the way, and that energy is like recycling and getting more and more.
Like example now, the setup.
Yeah, like I didn't know Babenza's apple. That wasn't the plan.
That wasn't even the plan for the But Chad, give me a call this morning.
I gave you a call.
Except for like 2 missed calls. At that time I was busy making pap. Yeah. Now I'm thinking, I've already got the album. Send this bonil, okay. I already know what I want to get.
It's Friday,
it's new music. I'm like, okay, there's a few albums in this post. While I'm outside preparing for outside, let me get a few projects. Make a iPhone. Then this project, this post elastic rod wave and all that. While I do ezinye hey, nyabona is 2 minutes call, can't see chair, can't see phone. Hey, TSG, where's that smile? We're like, yo, my nigga, I'm coming up and go to politics and then do like it's actually I'm like, at the back of my mind, I know this nigga gonna come, bro. And now I like say, Chad, why did you get here? I've witnessed other friendships. I'm like, I don't want to be around that kind of people, bro.
Even niggas that just show up.
Because
Sometimes.
Nyani Pongo, you have your own life. There's shit you trying to figure out. Yeah, quick gift, dog.
That communication fit was respecting your privacy as well. You know, not only like I said.
But what I've noticed about Utano, we can talk maybe Monday, except for nasty bad, Brian. 3 weeks. And I still pull up nigga job. Man, I just thought, hey, Benilapa.
Like when you are close by, so because now sometimes I used to do that. So I was walking somewhere like with someone, and they're like, you know what? Go home, and I'm going somewhere else. Fumelinze will keep.
Then this nigga would tell me, he said the entire family went out. And then I was like, nah, the grand. I'm gonna fuck. In my head, I'm like, this nigga, he promised me 3 weeks ago, but in my head, I'm like, except it, I can't get pissed. Because you're in front of me, Goku.
Right now.
Because this why doesn't time make tennis doesn't get sick? Which
all
is
in due time. Perfect timing. All in due time, bro.
Yeah, dog. I'm actually proud of what.
It's not planned. I plan one.
Planned shit is boring sometimes. Yeah, for real, dog.
But I feel like our energy is actually core to one another. Because even Grootman, when he is going through turmoil, and he would come here, but like, this is what I went through this week, man. They're not to depict you quite similar that we were going through. But in within him telling me about his debacle and what he's going through, he actually gives me solutions.
Yeah.
He actually doesn't know. Now, when he does the same, I give him solutions. But like, great minds think gold club because sometimes I go through izindo, who dwell too much on the problem. When I come, they ask by how you're gonna talk about the problem, but solutions, like you place the responsibility back to me again. Like I have to figure this out for myself at the end of the day. Because you were like last time we met, I dwell too much on this problem. And then I born by if up is
so he's a dweller.
Yeah, well. Yeah, way. So bro. Patience and it is good man. You see, by I change in a way, even how many years have you lived on this earth?
Thanks.
So, age doesn't actually equal maturity.
Yeah.
It never has. Yeah. There are people who are walking on the streets with 5-year-old mentality. We talk about 45-year-olds who still looking at their mother. I'm not saying look into your mother to do A, B, and C for when, but look at the landscape and his 20-year-olds are working for themselves. I did my work.
People are like, I'm moving out. 90.
Oh, they want to apply places for apartments and shit.
Except 40-year-old setting all at you you see, mindset,
that's some fucked up life to live at, bro. That's some fucked up life.
You are actually busting for someone's hard work.
Yeah, you're the problem.
But no one wants to be used, dog. I don't want to lie. Abanya bandu to actually have parents who which is their parents are hanging on. They be like, yo, mnanama is straining me.
Nah, but why don't the parents like voice that, bro?
It's something they created themselves.
Yes. I always say it's the monster you created yourself.
That's facts.
That's what it is. Now you gotta take care of it.
That's why some of these kids end up in
because you didn't tell him by except
I know this nigga that's a para, bro.
That's why they always exactly.
His mama always has a person on her.
That's why these niggas always end up in rehab and shit because it's what the parents created that shit.
Damn.
You rip what you sow, nigga.
You're fair too. I never want my kids to be spoiled, my bro.
Nah, bro. Being spoiled, okay. Some people it's not their choice because. But grow up in that type of
the parents
they grow up in that shit environment, but at the same time
I don't have a problem with the parents growing privileged, but like wake up the child, bruh. Like it's discussing for kids, for parents not to know, but kids deserve computer literacy. We live in a world where if you're not computer literate, we are drowned, bruh.
And that shit that's supposed to
we are cold.
They're supposed to teach that shit like back in high school already, bro, not now. In literature, stuff like literature and fucking shrinks we're supposed to have that in high school, bro. That shit was supposed to like prepare us for now. Because I'm telling you, we were not ready. We found ourselves
There's this
here.
thing, I think it's a Japanese or London thing, but except children, bro, they read like, I think 4 books a week. And then in a year and that is compulsory for every kid.
For every kid.
Imagine if you could alone every year funding what, okay, maybe 400 and 1 year as an 8-year-old. 18 so much you say, okay, I know what to do.
Exactly.
And
your mind is trained. Like your mind is trained. Your mind will be trained.
So that's a problem. You are not trained.
Unlike you ones, unlike us.
Bro, I say we grow up with so much disadvantage. Like as I grow when I'm man, bro, I start to see Nyan, but yo, we are drowning, bruh.
And we spoke about this now on our way out, like about this Chinese shit, like how they like advancing and everything. Bro.
The Chinese can build for themselves.
They don't need anything, bro.
They don't need the world, bruh.
From outside of their country, they can make that here home.
From computers to chips,
bro.
to everything.
They can make it home. Produce it home.
What a sad post. Did you see that post, Sungs? When Tokozana was talking about you go to high school and don't even know how to do what? Fix a phone, fix a computer. You don't know how to grow your own food and all. I'm like, it's sad. The sad reality of former education, my bro.
Create a robot, bro.
Experimental robotics.
12 years minimum.
12 years max. 12 years and even failed you.
Just minimum, you still gotta, even if some failed, or you gotta go to tertiary or something.
Exactly.
Or even the work life, bro. They don't prepare you for any work life.
They've never prepared us for nothing. They just said you're gonna work. They just said you have to go work.
I like to compare school with jail. You're wearing uniform every day.
Facts.
The principal.
You have a break, you get told
to think about it, there's the similarities between school and prison, like the designs on. They're not that far apart. The huge ass fence,
the bell.
They tell you timetable. They tell you which classes to go.
Shit,
what time you eat at this time.
It's like the teachers on the ward in this.
Yeah, it's the wards and shit. It's similar. It's a similar thing.
The people that created the systems. Yeah, the Chinese umsebenzi wabo vethu. I don't want to lie. They just want to advance the human race as much as possible. Anybody fethu ongacingiyo fethu for their own kind. Bane 100-year plans ababantu. When they create those 100-year plans, they know. Like say, asicingeli thina sisubakhona in 100 years. But lo ozothatha izitya, which is whoever takes over from the person, inherits a plan.
So
a certain animal swims.
They study all that shit, and then they take that from the papers to the process to designing and prototyping, and then it goes all the way to like the real product. That's where you find the finished product.
How many people are involved in that?
Exactly.
Yeah, dog.
Human beings. When they
That's human beings. Yeah, it's cooperation when I chat at the mess level. At a very mess level.
System. That's why there's a system involved. A lot of the things many people to work, there's a system laws.
Yeah, my G.
So if you fuck up, you have repercussions.
Yes, we're fair too. And I think that is also something that's gonna like impact how we build like the next things. That is us. Because Ungakalas, which is work environments, are not this kind of way. But now we're in a position to actually be like, okay, this is the type of work environment I don't want to be around. Because people don't perform when they are not happy. And Ababandu, they're not there to actually cater for our mental health. It's our job to now, when we enter into these areas, see Tate into mind that it's not going to be their job to actually check, are we good? Are we able to cope? That's why I give you credit for the decisions that y'all actually made with B-Man. Like, except my mental health means a lot. And maybe this was like my gateway. Because off camera, we were talking about Yazitando. At one point, I didn't know how to even talk in an interview. Then I got to be in that position. Being in that position made me see, okay, you're getting
more experience.
Yeah, you were getting in more. And I remember this conversation you had with me. You were like, T, at one point, I don't see significance in this. And then you went to many interviews.
in every interview, like even though they said no, there's something I could learn. There's something I could actually take to the next one, so that you're building your confidence upon that, because it was something. Dog, you just came out of varsity, bro. Yeah, boy, dog. This was a whole different world for you.
Completely
And shift mentally as well to I went from striving for this degree now all of a sudden I'm in a different landscape all of a sudden.
I was like a soldier trained with certain things, but was placed in a different environment.
Yes, and your training was not
it doesn't matter no more. The only thing that matters is like having the thick skin of
my G, man.
Having that mentality like, yo, you are a soldier, bro.
Yeah, don't forget that, Fetu. Like, we always are prepared for what comes next. Do not disacknowledge it, because I remember many times you wanting to quit, my G. And I was like, no, don't quit on yourself, Vet.
Fuck it out.
Because varsity, Vet, I actually saw that from you, but except getting a tertiary education is not easy, bro. Like, the amount of things that are really like up in your face that make you want to quit.
Struggles and shit.
And struggles. And then even when you are going through those struggles, you still don't have support from people. Because we live in a world, Ngogo, that if I call realistic, you fall, bruh. You will literally fall, fair to me. On your ass, G. And I don't want that for anybody who wants to make something out of their life. Get yourself in a place where what you know you want, if it's worthy and you want to fight for it, put yourself in a position to do that. When that opportunity actually comes, then you're going to pounce on it. Yeah, but... And you are going to be met with moments where you're going to want to quit, bro. Okay. But it comes with the territory. It's like when I wanted starting a podcast, I was like, yo, bro, I'm going to have to do this and this and this. Like, it's far beyond you just talking about it. Now it's time to be about it.
Like, if you're talking about it, that means you're not ready, bro.
Yeah,
but
dog,
if you're actually
man.
doing it, that means
yeah,
you're ready.
Get over that stage of talking about Izzy, dog, and actually get to, like, doing it.
Being in a, like, abusive relationship, you're not being abused if you're still there, dog.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, but if you're out of that shit, that means you've had enough.
Yeah, my G. Yeah, man.
I mean?
Yeah, fit. And we abuse ourselves more than anybody does.
Yeah, we're hard on ourselves. We also, sometimes we are hard on ourselves, but I feel like that shit comes with, the visions you have in your mind, bro. Because as much as you can be hard on yourself, you're hard on yourself for a reason, because it drives you. It's part of your personality, dog. You get what I mean? But at the same time, it's not healthy.
Yeah, there are really times where we actually need to like switch off from it.
Yeah.
Because I can see how detrimental it actually gets, where it takes me out of like having the true human experience and getting to know about it. Like letting the guard down.
Facts.
Yeah, well, and when you have actually been through so much, it gets to a point where you don't trust, bro.
No, it's real, bro.
And that's something that we as men don't actually embrace. But we also get disappointed a lot by ourselves, by our peers. And we're like, am I the only one who actually wants more for myself? Am I actually the only one that sees value in what I'm doing? And it seems like this inner circle that I'm in doesn't support that. Then I need to be grown enough to be saying, value is not being served at the table, so I'm leaving. I got nothing with Ababandu who are at the table, but this is not my table.
Yeah.
And you go build your own, dog, because I had to abandon those kind of things. Like, once I started to sit with myself, I saw I've been letting a whole lot of things go. People abusing your gratitude, bro, your generosity. And that was not a person I wanted to be. I wanted to be around people that actually filled me. So when you give yourself opportunity for the bad to come out, the good can come in now. Now I started to embrace, less is more, bro. Yeah. You don't need to be liked. You're having all these people that are unaccountable in your life. Because I remember season 3, episode 1 with Bhongo. You see to go, no, it was not with Bhongo, it was with Nwabisa. Nwabisa was reflecting about her story, about when things started to happen for her, she got cocky. And then there were certain people in her life, and like, about you in my life and all that. Like, it got to that point where, like, nah, man, this is not what I want.
Inviting people in the circle.
Yeah, she got rude and all those kind of things, and we're like, yo, bro, I actually can relate to that.
Yeah.
I can relate to that, because sometimes you can be so too much about what your shit is, and you get preoccupied about it. Like, what you're saying is not healthy. And you think, Ubani nah, can't tell me shit. Ubani can't do. The world will humble you, bro.
Yeah.
In ways you don't expect, Maji.
The world will fucking humble you,
I
dog.
think
It will
that's-
put you on peace mode.
I think that's why, okay, for me, I think that's why Dini challenges is like I'm being prepared for something.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons, okay, one thing I'm most afraid of is having a big head, bro. You want to eagerly way, bro. Like, getting all day, do some shit, get money, like, be busy in the material. We learn those friendships that actually are not what, like, they don't reflect what you do, bro.
Unhealthy environment, so
You are, bro.
Nah, bro. If that's your fear, bro, make sure that you don't ever turn out to be that person, and always focus on what you can do. Yabona, being a good person included too, dog. Yabo, because we all got fears, bro. Each and every one of us here got fears. Everyone got fears, yabona. And I feel like people should use those fears as a drive to kind of like motivate them. Yabona, know that those fears are there. But don't tap in too much to those fears when you're going through depression, because with that plus that, you're gonna turn out
It's
to
like
be
an
a fucked
anchor,
up.
my G.
Yeah,
I think you had this conversation
Yeah.
offline with me
You know?
as well. Thank you for that, Chad, bro.
Yeah.
About that thing, like said, don't think about is always demotivating, especially when you are in a
in a
not
bad
good
space. Yeah, that's.
mental
I mean,
state.
it goes as far as it goes as way back as having someone to talk to. You know, you gotta have like someone to talk to, bro.
Yo, this
Not
is
saying
like the
that
fourth time.
every day that person has to listen to your shit, but have someone to kind of like talk to, vent, yabona, because that person will also pour into your cup, yabona. If your glass is half empty and you're going through shit, have someone's gonna pour into you, dog. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to go. You get what I mean?
Away, my G, man. Away. Thank you for that, man. Because it's something that I started to take actually serious the moment I started to have y'all, like in my inner circle, man. Then I born by it's actually important for you to talk about the stuff that's happening with you. Because we come from an environment where blockade. No, a man is not going to supposed to show this. You're not supposed to show this. And you suffer the most, dog. Because now you have an extra job of actually hiding by this thing actually exists. I'm actually crumbling behind closed doors. But let the world see this, because social media has given people opportunity to make fake like a reality now. You can have a fake life, and the reality of it is that you are breaking apart.
Facts. All that fake life. That's all the fake life, bro.
And I
Because
don't
when
want to
you're
be one
not
of those
alone,
men,
yeah,
dog.
'cause
That's
when-
why I love what you are saying about embrace that the fears actually exist.
They do.
They are there, but don't use them to demotivate you. Actually use them to say, but okay, how can I leverage them so that I can do better? Because those were the things I also had to face about myself.
Yeah.
I was not that good at girls. I was just a nerd, a geek. You see, you could just talk his ass off. I was not supposed to be with 10 different girls. No.
You just knew how to talk.
Yeah, and that talking actually got me in a lot of trouble.
You knew how to talk.
Now people are after me like, we want that person. We want that one who doesn't have rules.
Yeah.
We're like, nah, it doesn't exist anymore. So you get reborn many times, my G's, man. So I'm still forgiving myself for that because I was young and dumb.
Yeah.
And I'm
it's
glad
part of
that
an
I can be able
experience,
to like say, oh, that was your journey, my
It's
G. We're
part of
like,
an
yeah,
experience,
dog. I had to be stupid so I can be wise today.
It was part of
Yeah,
an
well,
experience, yeah.
Yo, dog. It actually takes a lot for us to do this. I don't understand why it's so hard for you to, but thank you, my G's, for what you did.
Shout out
for
to the
me, man.
motivational maniac.
Thank you, dog. Thank you.
We were out
as well
here
as
live.
you, B-Man, dog. I'm-
E7 Universe here too. Shout outs to him. Shout outs to Songs. Shout outs to Keith.
Thank you
you
very
know,
much, dog.
Shout outs
for
to
that.
the channel.
Yeah,
for the
Fair,
platform,
dude.
bro.
This is us, Fair, to going towards our dreams, Maji. And
Yeah, man.
I just want to be proud of myself and everything that I've created. Like, I made promises to myself. Like, yeah, you can plan all you want, but execution now.
It's execution, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like we should see progress as achievement nowadays.
Yeah,
We
man.
should put achievement aside because I feel like we overrate achievement.
Too much.
Progress is
Yeah,
the
bro.
achievement, dog.
Blessed and highly favored. Catch us on the next episode.